I have just finished the mountain project on my ocean-only world. This has been a project that I have been working on for months now, but has been something in the back of my mind for about a year now. So to honor the mountain project finally being finished, here is the Mountain Project movie. Grab a snack, grab a friend, and enjoy the video. When I first started my ocean-only world, there was one YouTuber I took inspiration from whenever it came to my base. Luke the Notable. Whenever I saw his base was a flat land, I wanted that as well. And then I made it into a circle. From Mog Swamp. That was the inspiration at least. But once I finally started becoming myself, figuring out what I wanted to do with my videos, and also finding what I wanted for my world instead of what I seen in other YouTubers' worlds, I realized I wanted something more. So not long after my biggest mega project ever, I got straight to work on what I wanted to do next. Where we left off is that I drained all the water underneath my base, made myself homeless, and have moved a lot of the ugly things on top of my base beneath the base. Now I'll ask the question before you do. What do I do now? I wasn't really sure how to answer the question myself, and I started to have some worries. So in order to fill that time that I wanted to think of a project, I decided to sort out my items. But I want some shulker boxes, because if I want this to be a forever world, I'm gonna need a lot of shulker boxes for a bunch of bulk that I'm gonna have. For instance, I have a poop ton of dirt and gravel. How does 64 shulker boxes sound? Nah, I think that'll do. Dirt. But making the base for the chests, I finally took the time to sit down and do the tedious task of taking every item out of my chests and sorting them. And wow, it took a while. This is around the time that I started messing with my villagers, because I had figured out something that I wanted to do. I had a creative world on the side that I was making a bunch of houses for. The houses would eventually be housed by the Ashians. I would explain to you who the Ashians are, but I have an entire video for that. But I was breeding all of these villagers so I can get Mason villagers. These guys can unlock a lot of things for me. And so I was just making the housings for the villagers look like a stonecutter. But what's this? The power of editing has made 3 hours of my life down into a couple of seconds. Oh, and also 500 days in the ocean only. Now the original plan was that I was going to use this pumpkin farm right here to get a bunch of emeralds so I can get all those materials to build those houses on my raft, Azora. But as I was gathering some materials for that pumpkin farm, I was missing a singular material. Lots and lots of redstone. So I made some cubicles and bought a lot of redstone, and got started on that pumpkin farm, but now I had 14 farmers, 14 clerics, 14 shepherds, and 14 toolsmiths. But I'm doing that Minecraft cliche, and I'm making 17 billion farms.
And it's working a little too well.
But we also have some charged creepers. This definitely won't go terribly. Alright. Well, he was gonna explode either way. I got a skeleton skull at least. But now, I have this fancy mod that absolutely no YouTuber has or even knows about. It's called Lightmatica. I don't expect you to know what it is. Again, very niche, only I have it. Sorry. But now, we are gonna be making a moss farm, because I've been holding on to this for a long time. But it may be the title of this video. It is mountains, and I love making mountains from scratch. In my 100 days and 200 days YouTube videos for dirt only, I made a mountain from scratch, and now I want to do that in my ocean only world. Well, now what? I have to wait for the moss farm to generate enough moss so I can build those mountains, and I can just spoil it for you now. It's tens of thousands blocks of moss. It'll pass the time. See? Isn't that beautiful? Now we're in the nether looking for some netherite. But let's be real here, I was just stalling. I wasn't sure what to do. Hey, okay. But now since I had my 4 netherite scrap, I could go home, make an ingot, and have full netherite armor and tools. But then this happened. Two FPS? I'm honestly not sure what I did. I was just using my Elytra and Riptide, and it crashed. Obviously, I was going thousands of blocks per second, but we don't talk about that. Alright. Hey. Oh my god. We're back, and the pumpkins... Yeah, pumpkin farm sucks, not gonna lie. But then, almost 2 weeks later, boom. I have mountains in my Lightmatica schematics. But I thought about it. I have all this moss, why have a dirt raft, but then mossy mountains? So, because I can't get grass on this world. Mossy raft. Okay, give me a break. This is very boring and I just needed something to watch. Shout out J Daddy. Great comedy. Maybe a little too dark humor, but I don't care. We need some dark humor in today's age. But then I had an absolute freaking genius in my stream chat. He told me to bone meal the moss and then use water to get rid of it. I've just been breaking the dirt. Why am I like this? But boom, the entire raft has been mossed. I was helping out. My game capture broke. Don't look at the top. Do not look at the top. Okay, this has been nice, but I think it's time we go into the nether. Hey. Onward to a new fortress. The spawns were terrible at the last one. Yo. Oh! Just 6 more. Oh. Hey. He put the wither skeleton skull on. Oh my god. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! No way! No way! No way! No. Okay. I'm still gonna stay here. I'm gonna get the other wither skeleton skulls. No! Hey! He's wearing a wither skeleton skull head. Drop 2? Oh, nope. Yo! Hey! Yo! Hey! Thought I seen you, bro. Oh. Yo! Go! Worth it. Back-to-back skulls, no way. 16? Oh my god. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm getting lucky as fuck. Ah, there you go, finally. Jesus Christ, I can go home. Hold up. Let me aura farm. Okay, let me just... Be like portal here. Boom! 12 beacons. Let's go. And now we finally have 3 beacons. But then, time just got away from me. I never re-entered the ocean-only world because I was spending all my time and energy into a creative world because I wanted this project to be perfect. So, when I logged on next, this is what I had to show. So I decided to have one mountain incorporate the little floating island I got right here, as well as this little mountain right here. I want these mountains to be some of the biggest ones. So less chit chat and more doing some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 54. So that's 54 stacks times 64. That's 3,456. And what was our number again? 23,000. A full moss chest is 3,456 times, let's say, 7. And I got 24,192. Okay. That's a lot of moss. Oh boy. So right now, we need to let that run. I need a lot of sea lanterns. How many was it? 322. Back to the very thing I freaking hate so much. And I believe that ocean monuments are boring. So I streamed me getting them, so if you think I cheated, go watch the VOD. I do not care. Okay, let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have exactly 404 sea lanterns. Let's put all the sea lanterns in there. Moss farm, are you still producing? As in, did this turn into stone? Okay, so I think I figured it out. I think this keeps turning into stone because I keep leaving it in unloaded chunks. So I think I'm gonna need to put it right here, which means I'm gonna have to rebuild it. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna leave that for a future me. I think a chunk loader should work on single player. Ender pearl stasis chamber. Now that should keep this chunk loaded, correct? Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. Alright, what does it look like? Already coming together? Also, this looks sick on the map. Just by the way. Build this little ring. Finish out all this moss I still have. May as well just put it up here. Check on the moss farm, and definitely don't grab any more moss because I'm doing the thing that I said I wouldn't do. And here we go. Oh, that looks so good already. I decided to AFK here at my moss farm for about 3 hours and didn't get too much, just 3,456 moss and just a little bit more. But let's go work on the mountain. Bless you.
That was not a burp.
I think you just mixed that on accident. It was clearly a burp and you said that was not a burp.
No, that was not a burp, bro.
How are you confusing me?
Wait, no, you're right.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I was like, I don't think you're fully understanding this. I never seen two pretty best friends. Or however that meme goes. You know what I'm talking about. Alright. Back to it. I like this. And boom! The mountain has been fully completed. This is actually kind of crazy. Let's take a step back. Let's look at the map. Let's look at the map. Oh my god, that looks so good. It looks like an actual mountain. Oh my god, that looks so cool. Welcome back to my mountain project. Where we last left off was a bare mountain. No trees, no grass, and some work to do. So not short after the last episode, I started incorporating some andesite, cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, and even some gravel. But I'm not gonna come on here and say that I got started right away on the next mountain. No, I took a break. A decent break as well. The footage in the background's from April 24th. As you can see, I released the first episode on March 11th. So it's been a little while, but now I'm back, roughing up my mountain like I wanted to in the last episode. And why didn't I do it in the last episode? I just wanted to get the episode out. But eventually, I got bored of that, and I just wanted to work on my trees. Because look at this. Does that not look better with trees? You know what? You know, it would also look better with grass. And a lot of moss carpet as well, but it makes it have depth now. It looks like a mountain. So now it is time to get started on our second mountain, the easier one. The bamboo is where we will start, but it is going to be where we finish. Here's the game plan. Objective number 1. I have been getting a lot of moss from just AFKing the moss farm, and we're going to build that mountain. And while we build that mountain in the background, let's talk about the next two. This was one of the smaller mountains whenever it came to the mountain projects. The first mountain was to see if I could do it, and once I seen I could, I wanted to do the second one as a little bit more practice, and I think I have finally gotten down how I want my mountains built. So hopefully, the third and final episode will be a big, beautiful mountain that will finally send off on what I know I want this world to be. So what is it that I've got pat down so far after building a mountain? Well, the second objective is that I plant the trees and the houses on the mountain. This is so that our third step will be as smooth as possible and without anything in my way. So now, you may be wondering, what is the third step? Well, to be honest with you, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I ran out of sea lanterns, and that is a big part of the mountain, so we need to go get some. The next one. That last one I've already looted. Nah, here we go. This one will do. Like taking candy from a Bulbasaur. Alright, I'll just... Sorry. Guess who's back to cause more pain? Wait, seeing that inventory, it kinda makes me think of... Hey, wait a minute, why is the narrator on?
Use mouse cursor or tab button to select element.
Yeah, I was wearing my AirPods, so I didn't have my headphones in, but we're gonna get back to the mountain. We're just gonna act like that guy's not even there. But hey, I think I remembered what the third step is. So, come closer, I'll tell you. It is bone mealing. Whenever I'm done putting down the houses and the trees, the bone mealing will be so much easier because I won't put bone meal in unnecessary places. And as I'm coming close to finishing up this mountain, at least building it, there's the fourth one. What is that fourth one? Well, it's the whole reason that this second mountain is placed right here. That is because there is an ocean monument right beneath this mountain, and I hope to build a guardian farm. So in the future, I can just get a bunch of sea lanterns from that farm. And boom shakalaka, we have completed the mountain. But hey, there's still more work to do. Let's get started on the houses and the trees. And hey, here's the bamboo for that guardian farm I was just talking about. But getting the trees planted shouldn't be as hard as, well, planting them manually, because it's just a sapling and bone meal. Let's be real here. Feels like it needs a tree right here, maybe? But now it is time for the best part of this video, at least in my opinion. Because in my 6th episode, The Lore of My Ocean-Only World, the citizens of my raft, Azura, the Ashians are living and thriving on their new home, building houses and places to work for others as well. And this blacksmith is coming along nicely. And I hope all the houses on this mountain, on this raft, in this world come out as beautiful as this one. But now, the house that we're going to be working on next is the cloth dye department. I'm not really too sure. Comment down below what it should be. Oh, actually, it looks like I named it the dye. That, I guess. Department. Yep, but I really love this house. It really challenged me to use a different block palette rather than just using spruce and maybe some cobblestone. That's usually what my houses look like. And I even took some time to put some love into this build and make it feel like an Ashian was living there, working there. I love whenever small builds have a little love put into it. But now it is time for the bone meal, and this is where I'm gonna talk a little bit more.
So, you know who Hanzo is, right?
I fucking hate Hanzo players. Yeah! Whenever I put the bone meal down, I'm not spamming it. I only want the grass, tall grass, and moss carpet. I do not want any of the azalea trees. Nothing. None of them. I hate it. Because I want it to look like a mountain. A beautiful mountain. Mountain? What the fuck? Because part 2 of this mountain is exactly what I wanted part 1 to be. Part 1 was just rushed to all hell because I wanted to get a video out super quickly. This mountain is really starting to come together. The grass, the trees, the houses, it is truly starting to feel alive. But now there's something kind of sticking out that is kind of out of place. It was only a matter of time, and this mountain looks so beautiful. Whenever I just step back and look at my world, I can't help but feel so proud of what I've accomplished. And I hope you, the viewer, also come back to see what more I have in store for this world. Because now it is time for my favorite house, the farmer's house. And this one was a tough one. I had to bust out the oak saplings alongside the jungle wood too. I really love this house as well because I wanted this house to look like a barn. So in order to capture that, I used oak planks and jungle planks to have the colors feel like they were fading. This is what I meant by challenging myself with a different block palette. Not to mention as well, the inside is super cozy. Look at this. I even added a tiny little farm back here, and I was supposed to put chickens back here, but I just forgot, so they'll probably be back here in the next episode. But the time has come to where we finally use the bamboo to make scaffolding for that guardian farm. And I decided to be stubborn, not even using any water-breathing potions or even invisibility potions. But also, I need to talk about the complications with this guardian farm. This farm was made originally to where the sea level wasn't so high and actually very low because it was designed for a normal world. The top of this scaffolding right here is the kill chamber, but the kill chamber would be underwater and we can't have that. So I'm gonna need to put gravel on top of all this glass. So it looks like we're taking a trip back to episode 9. And I wasn't joking when I said episode 9. We're back to the sponges, draining water. And I tried to do the dirt method like I usually do, but it just wasn't working. I still know the ways of the water. It's just the ways of the water are fucking annoying. I give up being methodical on it. Fuck it, just put the sponges everywhere. The water will drain eventually. Fuck off. Don't you have something else better to do? I can't even kill you because I can't get to you. The farm is so good, I can't get to you. Can't wait to watch you all burn. Draining part's done. Had so much fun. Kill chamber. No problems at all. And now that the farm is finished, I built an AFK platform and I went to Dollar General. Yo, no way! No. And there we go. We have finished everything on our to-do list. And hey, maybe this is a bit shorter of a video, but I think I covered everything that I wanted to in this episode. What a beautiful last couple of episodes. We built the first mountain, and it was decent, but there was still some improvement needed. And then came the second mountain. I tried to put forth my knowledge, but there was still some improvement needed. But now, it is time for the third mountain. But if you're new here, hello, and welcome to my ocean-only world. For the past 700 days, or almost the better part of 2 years, I've spent most of my time on this world living, thriving, and most importantly in my book, building what I've wanted to build for a couple of years now. So as I'm gathering materials for my third mountain, yes, my third mountain. If you haven't watched the first part and the second part of the mountains, go and watch them right now and then come back to this one, because huge spoilers from here on out. I mean, if you haven't watched the first part of this video. But in order for this mountain project to go as smooth as possible, I need to tell you about the 5 phases. Phase number 1. This is going to be the most tedious phase, but the one phase that is going to mean the most in the entire process. And that is farming all the materials. Materials like bones, moss, and even the Wandering Trader. The mob farm I'm using is from Ray T. Good. It was a really good video, and now this mob farm produces a bunch of bones for the bone meal for the moss farm. But coming back to our board, we have the bones for the bone meal that'll eventually produce our moss, but now we have a Wandering Trader. What will we do with the Wandering Trader? Well, in my most recent video, I talked about my drought with him, but now I have a Wandering Trader farm, and I've fixed most of it, so now he should be spawning. And there's a bunch of things that I need the Wandering Trader for, and I could go on and on about it, but I'll just say what I need. I need sugarcane, and unfortunately, this guy did not sell me anything. Of value, at least. And since I've already AFK'd the mob farm so I can put it towards the moss farm so that moss can accumulate for the mountain, I decided to AFK a little bit longer at the Wandering Trader farm. And thank God I did. Yes! Finally! And these wildflowers too. I've never gotten any wildflowers. Oh my god. So now, how the hell did a cobblestone get here? Okay. That's better. But now I have sugarcane, and I want to make a sugarcane farm. So this bamboo's gotta go. And one tree type I've loved for a while now is the cherry tree. So I decided to build my farm out of the cherry tree type. And maybe the pink kind of stands out a little bit on my really green and blue base. It looks beautiful, like let's be real here. But now that I have sugarcane, I grabbed some gunpowder from my mob farm and made my first rockets that weren't from an abandoned ship. Yeah. That's how I got my paper in the past. But now I think phase 1 is done. And now for my favorites, phase number 2. It's what you're here to see. I put all of this moss into a couple of shulkers. I grab all of my stone and put it in some shulkers. And then I completely forget about an entire item. Wait, what? So we are going to start building the mountain, but if we look at my inventory real quick, that is not enough sea lanterns. But by me putting all the materials in my inventory, you already know what I'm going to do. We're going to keep going till we run out, baby! And my apologies for the super far camera angle. I have zero idea how to work replay mod. I said it. I just record my replay mod just sitting right there. I have no idea how to work it. I don't want to learn how to do it. It's too complicated for me. But we're taking a field trip back to phase number 1. I need some more sea lanterns, so let me AFK here at the Guardian Farm. I only AFK'd for an hour, so it wasn't a lot of sea lanterns, but it was enough to just keep me going for the stream I was doing. Alright, gotta put the moss away. I was very limited by the sea lanterns. So tomorrow, in my real life, I'm gonna be AFKing up there. Oh yeah! So now that I've went and touched grass, I have all 3 materials needed to build the mountain. And hey, if you're intrigued by what is happening in this world, all these mountains I've built, I live stream. Right here on this channel, you can find every single live stream I've done. We have a blast in most of the streams. You can ask me questions about the world. I can even give you a tour of the world. And I'm not only live streaming the survival world, I am also live streaming the creative world. A fun fact about this world, I hope to change it here soon, but I do not use any third-party tools that help me build faster. No world edits, no Axiom, nothing. It's all been one right click after the other. So if you don't mind, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, hit that bell notification for future uploads. Now you may be wondering, why am I so baffled that pillagers are here? I didn't think I could get pillagers on my world. At this point in time, I believe I was over 700 days into this world. I thought you guys were impossible. I don't want you guys to despawn, so I'm gonna kill you with my pickaxe. Voluntary exile. I didn't know you guys could spawn. Did I get an update? I got the achievement. The future farms of this world is looking very bright. Now I can make a raid farm. I didn't even know I could. I thought it was impossible, like I said. Sorry. We got a little distracted by those pillagers. We still need to finish this left side of the mountain. Yes, that's right. We have just completed the peak of the mountain, and it looks very peak. But we still have this mountain to finish. So let's lock in, get this finished up. But if you didn't notice, the bottom of the mountain looks like Swiss cheese. That is because in my schematic, the mountain is a combination of different blocks. I just want the blocks to be stone and moss. And would you look at that? The mountain is complete technically, but we still have 3 more phases to get through. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to phase number 3. If I just get into my wood storage, grab this shulker, and grab these spruce saplings, we are putting some trees on the mountain to make it look beautiful. So enough dilly-dallying. We have some trees to place. I know phase number 3 was quite fast, and the mountain looks cool, but phase number 4 is gonna take a lot longer. That's because phase number 4 has 3 steps. Because in the background is 1 hour and 14 minutes sped up to build the houses on my mountain. The first house on the mountain is going to be the butcher's house. The butcher's house was a nice build to do, as it challenged me to use a block pellet that I never usually would. I love whenever my builds have extra love put into it, not just some build you throw to the side. It includes a sign that I 100% butchered, no pun intended, a composter with a trap door named the freezer, a place where you can wash off your axe after chopping a pig, and if you go upstairs, you can very clearly tell that the butcher that butchers lives right up here. The next house we are going to build is taking me to the nether. We needed blue wood, and for this house to make sense, you need the lore of my world. Just a smidge of it. Ascians are the people that inhabit my raft, Azora. They're amphibious centenarians. They can be underwater, but they can also live on land. But they have lived underwater for most of their life before seeking refuge onto the raft Azora. So whenever it came to building this house, I tried to think as underwater as possible. Blue, prismarine, etc. I think I gave enough love to it. And for our third and final house, I decided to do a jungle house as a little camaraderie to the 100 days that I'm working on right now, that I'm not too sure if I'll ever finish. It was a nice little house to keep at the second tallest peak in my world. Phase number 5 is gonna be one of the more boring ones, because this shulker right here is everything of phase number 5. That's right, phase number 5 is just bone mealing the mountain. So, yeah, there's no easy way to segue into this. We just gotta do it. And to keep you entertained, I'm going to play one of my own songs, so please comment down below if you like it.
To an automatic voice message system. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At the tone, please record your message.
Sorry. I wish I had more than that. I just wanted to say sorry. And I know that's not a lot compared to what I used to give you. But I'm sorry. Whenever I finished up the third mountain, I noticed that the second mountain doesn't really mesh well with any of the mountains, so I decided to come back over here with some moss and make it mesh. I bone mealed it up a little bit, added some trees, put down some sea lanterns, just like I used to. Wait, used to? What do you mean by that? I'm done with the mountains. I'm putting everything away now. The farms I've made have served their purpose. I am complete with the mountain project. And whenever I look at the map, it's starting to feel less like an ocean-only world, and more like my world. The ideas of mountains on my world was from the very start of this world, and now I have completed that. I'm almost afraid of what's in the future, but yet so excited to see what it holds for me, because I really enjoyed making these videos.